Non-school day, October 20th, on the move. This day is about eagles and loons and their migration. So with the Eagle class, lesson 1 is all about the eagle. You will teach students the nesting, the size of the nest, what the eagle looks like when it's young and then a couple years old, and then as an adult, how it changes through the years. And that's why we can't always identify him as the bald eagle, because the white head hasn't produced yet. Pictures on the nest size, and there's an eagle in that one, and then what the nest looks like, and a few interesting facts. There's several videos to watch. Eagle Cam is hours and hours and hours. I found some of the most interesting ones on feeding and building the nest. And there's one that the eagle's coming in with a stick ever so big that he has to maneuver himself to even land into the nest. And why the nest ends up being as large as it is and as heavy as it is. So it was quite interesting why the nest changes from year to year. Then you'll read a story, you'll ask 11 questions in the beginning, see if students can answer them, try to remember the answers to them if you wish. Then there's a story from Ed Helper that goes with those 11 questions that will answer it through the story. And ask the students as you read, when they hear an answer to one of our questions, to tell you, and you can stop and discuss that question. Then on the back side of this are some more interesting questions with their answers to help fulfill the conversation going back and forth. There's a fun fact sheet that goes with the class too. If students ask you a question on eagles, you'll be able to answer everything. Then the activity for the day is building an eagle's nest. The students will become the nest. There is a great diagram for the nest. So students will hold on to the end of a string, and another student will hold on to the other end of the string. And in the center of every string is a yellow ribbon. That's where you want to cross the strings to make the center of the nest. Okay, and there'll be 5, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 strings in here. So if you have 15 students, I didn't put enough in for every student, but every student has a job. So the students will make the circle the size of the nest. It's about 5 feet across. The tallest student in the class I forgot a yardstick, will stand in the middle of the nest with the yardstick on the ground up to 3 feet. I take that back. I think I wrote it. They have to hold it over their head and add another 3 feet to that, because it's another 5 feet deep, 5 to 6 feet deep. So the yardstick is over their head. The 2 other additional yardsticks will be sent along, and they're the wings. So if you have just kindergartners in your class, the instructor can be the eagle. You put the yardstick so it meets up under the armpit and goes out 3 feet. So 3 feet on this side and 3 feet on this side, and if you hold your arms out, you'll see how much space the eagle takes up in their nest. And then any students that are left from the circle that doesn't have a job yet will step into the circle to see how much room another eagle would take and a baby eagle would take. And it's the reason why the nest has to be so big. And that's class number 1.